Welcome to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out with Julie Coraccio. Every Tuesday at 1 p.m., Julie interviews experts on all areas of clutter: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Learn easy to implement tips on how to release clutter and get organized to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire. An award-winning professional organizer and coach, Julie also shares suggestions to help you live clutter-free for a more joyful and fulfilling life. Are you looking for information on how to get organized and reduce clutter? Have you wanted to hire a professional organizer, but it's not in your budget? Do you just need some quick professional advice on clutter or organization? Our clutter-free living classes and how to organize your life office hours support you in becoming free, moving forward, and achieving success. Learn more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com.
A question I get asked a lot is, how much should I own? What's an acceptable level of possessions or clutter? This level is going to vary for each person. Don't compare yourself to others, not just in the amount of stuff you own, but in anything. I am not Martha Stewart because it would cause me more stress to be perfect, but I can find what I need when I need it. I can relax in my home and it fits the lifestyle of my family. I am comfortable someone drops by and can generally straighten up in a half an hour. The biggest compliment I have received is that people feel welcomed in our home and they can relax and enjoy themselves. It could also be my baking skills, but I think a huge part of it is how we keep our home. It looks lived in. There are pictures where we've traveled. It just makes people feel at home. I probably have 15 different bubble baths on the shelf next to my bathtub. Many people would see that as clutter, and a minimalist would probably run from the room screaming. But a bubble bath is how I relax. It reduces my stress and brings me joy. I use them at different times, so it's not clutter for me. Also, when I got married, we got Vietri dishes. I didn't want to get china. If you've ever listened, you know I'm a huge fan of anything Italian, and I like entertaining, and it's something that we want to do more. In fact, we're having people over for a brunch in a week, and that's one of the main reasons we got the Vietri dishes. I love them, I use them, they bring me joy. So again, it's not clutter. Don't stress yourself out if you aren't a minimalist, and you never become minimalist. I, every month, go and work with a coach. Some people would consider her house cluttered, but what she has said to me, and I have seen, is that everything in her home has a use. She uses it, so it's not clutter. I've personally found the older I get, the more I become aware of myself and the less stuff I want. But that's not going to be true for everyone. Again, don't compare yourself. My brother and sister-in-law have a 9, 8, and 5-year-old, and things can get really crazy. Claire and Max are only 14 months apart. Both Justin and Kristen work, so there's no way that they are going to be able to have a quote-unquote perfect home. They're going to have more clutter. All the kids do sports. They have different activities just based on what they do. So they will have more clutter. I will have less clutter, but that doesn't make anyone right or wrong. So let's talk about some things to consider when figuring out a realistic and reasonable level of clutter for you. Some things to ask yourself as you're looking around your different rooms and home. Can you easily find what you need, or do you tend to search? Do you have piles, or do most items have a home? Do you fear tripping, or is your home hazard-free? Can you relax, or are you stressed? Is your space peaceful, or a constant reminder of what needs to be done? Do you avoid areas because there's too much clutter? The answers to those questions can help key you in. Now, let's be realistic. What are expectations given your spouse, children, roommates, family, pets, life? We have a black cat, Joey. Our house is never going to be free of cat hair. It's just a life. We vacuum every week, but you know what? There's still going to be cat hair. That's something I can live with, because the trade-off of not having Joey, there's just no comparison. The love of a pet, at least for my husband and me, it wouldn't be worth it to even consider not having pets. Some other things to ask yourself. Do you entertain? Do you need to be ready to roll if someone visits unexpectedly? Or are you okay with an hour of cleaning for company? Also, something to think about. Your levels might vary for each room. The family room might have more clutter than a formal dining room. Think about people and activities for each room. Once you've determined what's acceptable, you can begin to release clutter that doesn't match what you have decided is an okay amount to have for each room. Is there anything else you can think of to ask yourself to what a reasonable amount of clutter is to have in your home? Ask that and think about the answer. All right, everyone, time to go out, clear some clutter to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire.
Are you looking for information on how to get organized and reduce clutter? Have you wanted to hire a professional organizer, but it's not in your budget? Do you just need some quick professional advice on clutter or organization? Our clutter-free living classes and how to organize your life office hours support you in becoming free, moving forward, and achieving success. Learn more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com. Thanks for tuning in to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out. Sign up for our newsletter and receive a free copy of 10 clutter-free living tips. Ready to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire? Learn about Julie's coaching, ebooks, online monthly decluttering classes, how to organize your life, office hours, and her unique clutter-free living mastermind at reawakenyourbrilliance.com. You can also watch all episodes on YouTube or download on iTunes and more. Join us next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.